All art, all music, all theater represents the experiences of the people that created that art form. Here in the United States, we had a lot of Filipino Americans way back in the 70s who were very, very interested in their roots, very interested in their culture. They wrote a lot of poetry about it. The number that you will see interpreted right now is a poem called Bamboo Flute. It's in English, and it talks about Filipinos being transplanted in a foreign land. Picture, if you will, a bamboo plant growing up in a pine forest with a white oak and pine surrounding it, and experiencing all the things that you talked about at this conference, some of the racial prejudice, some of the racism, some of the bigotry they had to deal with, and yet being able to survive it. So really the theme of this poem is surviving as a Filipino in a foreign civilization. So let's bring in our young gentleman in our cast and have him do for us Bamboo Flute by Al Robles.
Foreign seed drops, takes root in the brown, fertile soil, under red, white, and blue skies. The tree grows among white oak and pine, nourished by the gold sun and comforted by the pallid moon.
The falling rain plays no favorites, but falls where it pleases.
Consequently, the young sapling soon enough becomes aware of his difference among all the others, much more numerous than he.
His transplanted parents, too old to change, offers no answers to his puzzled questions. Who am I? What am I? The young tree ponders. Why am I looked down upon by the white oak and pine? Seasons come and go, and still the miserable young tree cannot find any answers. He branches out towards the sun, upturned, limbs beseeching the sky, when a whistling wind, the night, whispers,
Get back to your roots.
get back to your roots.
His spirit self goes deep down through the trunk, to the core of his roots.
He looks back, further and further, centuries ago, back further and further to the ancient bits of his ancestral bark, where he learns and he absorbs it all.
A new pride rushes through his veins.
I am a bamboo tree! He shouts. I bend with the winds, but I'm not broken by them.
What?
He feels a sharp pain in his trunk. What? The young bamboo tree falls under the sharp blade of the heavy axe. Bits and pieces, he's taken to the great factory, where he is reassembled, reshaped into another form.
Holes are drilled into his tough skin, and he emerges, reincarnated as a bamboo flute.
Yet, in essence, they have not really changed him at all. He remains proud and free.
Just listen to his song.
I know the evening and the weekend has been long for you, so we've reached the finale of our program for you this evening. And we thought it would be very fitting to end with a song called Wishing You Were Brown. This is a song that came out just so in the past few years on the pop scene in the Philippines. And we like the song because it has a modern sound, but it also incorporates a lot of the traditional ethnic sound. What I'm holding here is something called the gangsa. This is a brass gong made by the people of the mountain province. Some people call them igorots, but some people resent that name and don't like to call them igorots. In any case, this is the instrument you find very often in the kind of music they play. You'll be hearing that tonight, but you'll also be hearing a very interesting song that is there will be sung in 4 different languages. Okay, so if you're Kapampangan or Ilocano or Visayan or Tagalog, or if you speak English, you'll be hearing a little bit of those language in this song. Okay, so the thing I want you to imagine here again, there's a lot of symbolism in this number we're going to present to you. It's talking about being proud of being brown, being proud of being Kayumangi. And we have to instill that kind of pride in our young Filipinos from the very beginning, when they're very, very small. So we will have here a rapper, to do a little rap, and then we will have someone coming out as the village priestess to transfer onto the child all this pride that the culture has instilled in the elders. These are lessons they want to teach to our young people. So then you will find a little child coming in to inherit all this, and in the end express joy and pride in being Filipino.